Israel hits Iran-backed targets in Lebanon with airstrikes. Israel's first strikes since 2014 come in response to 3 rockets fired from Lebanon a day earlier, 2 of which struck near the northern town of Kiryat Shmona. Israel said it carried out its first air strikes on neighbouring Lebanon in 7 years, following a second day of rocket fire across the border. Earlier today, Thursday, rockets were fired from Lebanon into Israeli territory, the Air Force tweeted on Thursday. In response, fighter jets struck the launch sites and infrastructure used for terror in Lebanon from which the rockets were launched. An additional target in the area from which rockets have been launched in the past was struck as well, it said. Israeli aircraft routinely attack Palestinian targets in Gaza and Hezbollah and other Iranian-backed targets in Syria, but it was the first time since 2014 that they had hit targets in Lebanon, the Air Force confirmed. Lebanon's Al-Mana television, run by Hezbollah, said Israeli aircrafts carried out 2 strikes at around 21:45 GMT outside the town of Mahmadiyah, some 11.5 kilometers from the border. Lebanon's official national news agency also reported the strikes, but provided few details. It was the second straight day that Israel had reported rocket fire from Lebanon. 3 rockets were fired on Wednesday, 2 of which reached Israel, striking near the northern town of Kiryat Shmona, where 4 people were treated for stress symptoms. In response to that attack, Israeli forces carried out 3 rounds of retaliatory shelling into South Lebanon. It triggered multiple brush fires in the tinder-dry conditions, but there were no reports of casualties. The Lebanese army said 92 artillery shells fired by Israel landed in southern Lebanon following Wednesday's rocket fire. It said it was investigating who fired the rockets.